Bienvenido a LatinXRadioStream, donde los latinos en todo el mundo celebramos la música, el emprendimiento, las historias de éxito y mucho más. Somos tu enlace con la cultura, inspiración y comunidad dentro y fuera de Estados Unidos. Este es tu espacio, Latinx Radio Stream, donde cada historia resuena y cada sueño encuentra eco. ¿Listo para escuchar?
In the heart of Sarasota County, the Chamber of Commerce brings us inspiring stories and events that highlight the success, innovation, and strength of our community. From entrepreneur tales to initiatives that bring us together, everything is here in La Voz de los Negocios de Sarasota. Join us on this journey of diversity and success, only on LatinXRadioStream.
Hola, hola mi gente linda de LatinXRadioStream. Aquí estamos comenzando este 2025. Espero que la hayas podido pasar en familia, que hayas estado celebrando todos los éxitos que has tenido en el 2024, pero también que hayas hecho esos planes para el 2025. Recuerda que todo es parte del proceso y yo sé que te lo estás disfrutando. Y bueno, aquí estamos, les habla Astrid Cruz en nuestro espacio, La Voz de los Negocios de Sarasota. Estamos, como lo dice el programa, en Sarasota y con este programa patrocinado por la Cámara de Comercio de Sarasota. Y estoy súper contenta porque qué mejor manera que traer a una de nuestras representantes de la Cámara que nos va a hablar de un programa que va a ser súper interesante, que es un programa que se llama Oportunidades para Todos. Y este programa tiene muchos beneficios y cosas que ustedes que están en casita, que son emprendedores, que están buscando oportunidades en Sarasota, tienen que aprender. Y como ya saben, en Latinx, el inglés y el español y el spanglish también es bienvenido. Así que esta vez nuestra entrevista va a estar con una gran invitada, Melanie Lavender, y va a ser en inglés. Entonces ya regresamos después de esta pequeña pausa.
¿Casas? ¿Oficina? ¿Albercas? ¿Áreas de fiesta? ¿Mudanzas? No importa cuál sea tu necesidad de limpieza, Caribbean Clean tiene la solución perfecta para ti. Te garantizamos que utilizaremos las técnicas y productos más efectivos para dejar tus superficies impecables. Visita nuestra página web en www.caribbeancleaningsrq.com. Déjanos hacer el trabajo duro por ti.
And here we are, super excited because we have Melanie Lavender from the Sarasota Chamber of Commerce, who is going to be talking to us about this beautiful program that I really love because it's offering opportunities to many people. Welcome, Melanie.
Thank you, Astrid, for having me on. This is like incredible. Thank you. Thank you.
No, I'm super excited, Melanie, and I'd like to let everyone to get to know these wonderful people that are behind all these beautiful projects. First of all, we want to give you thanks for opening the doors for this show to be part of your beautiful purpose to help the minorities to grow and to have the opportunity to promote themselves, to learn about many things. But before we start all these wonderful things that you have for today for us, let's talk about who Melanie is.
That's a good one. I like that. Melanie Lavender, born and raised here in Sarasota, Florida. I am a native Floridian. Also, I'm a mom, a wife, a community advocate, and I believe in the power of love and unity. I think as minorities, business owners, that we have a different set of needs than other people. I'm also a spoken word artist, and I am a radio host. And yeah, so those are some things about Melanie. I've been at the Chamber almost 3 years now, and this will be my second year working with the Opportunities for All program.
Cool. I'm excited to hear that. Melanie, and many times, unfortunately, many people do not know about what a chamber does, and especially in Sarasota. And that's why I'm super excited to have you here for you to speak about this beautiful opportunity that you have. But tell us a little bit about what is the purpose of the chamber, why people need to get to know and learn and plug into the events that you have.
Yes. Oh, man. So one of the beautiful things about the Sarasota Chamber is we were just won the Florida Chamber of the Year. So a shout out to that.
Hey,
Woo!
super.
Yes. The chamber is where businesses come to grow, to connect with the community, and look for support. So we have different programmings that are put on by our funders or grants. The particular program that I work in, which is Opportunities for All, we give grants to minority owned small
Yes.
businesses as well as internships for college students returning home. The chamber is where you're going to do all your networking with larger companies. You're going to meet the leaders in the industry in Sarasota. So it's a way for you to connect, to exchange ideals, and to find out, like we go to Tallahassee every year to advocate for businesses and business owners. And this year, one of our missions was the clean water, and really trying to figure out how we can impact that, as well as affordable housing. How do we bring businesses together to create affordable housing? We just had an affordable housing summit. So this is like the voice of business. So yeah.
I like that because many people do not know that, and this is something wonderful. So, if you just connected, we are here in La Voz de los Negocios de Sarasota speaking with Melanie Lavender. And she's talking about something very important that I want you to get to know and take the time to really learn about it. And that's why, if you have any questions, please write down so we can answer those questions. But the most important thing is this program is created by the Sarasota Chamber of Commerce. So it's a program that will probably help you in many ways that you do not know. One of them is that they can give you, if you qualify or participate, a grant to help you grow your business.
Yeah.
And I like that because many people don't know about this great benefit.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit, if I want to be able to participate and maybe perhaps apply to be able to get a part of this grant, how it works, what they need to do.
Mhm.
You were telling us that it's for the minorities. So
Yeah.
what exactly needs to be done?
So one of the things that I like to stress is your business plan. Your business plan is going to tell the story of your business. It is going to tell us how you started it, what your financial projections are, any employees you are looking to have, what are some of the things you want to accomplish with this business, what are your products or services, and the different types, as well as looking at your website. We like to look at those things because it provides a visual. Another thing we look at is recommendation letters. So customers and people that you work with, we do ask you to have them provide 2 recommendations letter of support. And then we ask you to put together a budget. We also hold workshops before we open up or during the application season, which is during the summer, usually from July to the end of August. This year we had to extend it longer because we had 3 hurricanes in this area. Wow. Which was,
and that's a challenge.
That's a
true
challenge,
especially for the business owners and because I think that we all felt it. Number one, I think it was something that it has been many years before something like that happened. But I love because even what you said, you create a workshop, but I saw your presence trying to help out and keep up everyone informed about all the benefits that they were available for you.
Yeah.
So before we continue, I want to ask you something very important because many times we do not understand about the importance of having these elements as part of if you're starting your business, that many times we don't understand how important it is to have a good website. And that's one of the things that I would like to elaborate a little bit, especially for those people who are starting.
Yeah.
how important, or what do you look when you go into the website? What elements do you make sure they have, or what tips can you help them so they can make sure that if they want to apply for this grant, they have it ready for them?
Yeah. So one of the things that we look for, one is, do you have your contact information on there? Is there a way we can contact you? Also, a description about the business that you have. Tell us about that in your website. People want to know if you have pictures. Like, I'm going to use for an example, cooks as well as restaurants. When you go into those websites, you want to see pictures of the food. You want to see people enjoying it. You want to make sure there's a place for if you need to order ahead, or where your menu is, a clear cut distinction with your menu. And so we want to be able to, one, contact you, visually see what products or services you have, and three, tell us about your business. A lot of times, we've been taught, to be humble about what it is. But this is a time where we can really let people know who we are, what we do, and why we do it so well. So
That's
yeah.
actually super important, because I like that you said we're used to being humble, but sometimes you have to know how to be humble but be
Yeah.
proud of what you do, right?
Yes.
So I like that.
Yes.
So we look into, when you're looking into the grant, you look into the website, the story.
Mhm.
Anybody qualify for this, or how exactly? What other requirements do they have?
You do have to be an ethnic minority. So that
Okay.
means you have to be from Black, brown, different cultures. Within that, you also have to have a Florida Sunbiz LL
Registration.
registration,
Okay.
whether it's an S corp, a corporation, or a LLC, sole proprietor. If you are a nonprofit, you have to, have your nonprofit status, not necessarily your 501c3, but registered with the state of Florida as a nonprofit, and then you work your way into the 501c3. You also need to be in business or startup point. We look for that. We work from people from the startup point. Like, if you opened your business on May 1st and May 2nd, you are applying. We want to know, we want those businesses, as well as those who've been in business a little longer but might need some assistance or extra guidance. We also look for your taxes. If you've been in business more than 3 years, we are going to ask for your taxes, because that's going to also tell the story about your business. Is it viable? Are you making money right now? And things like that. And then we also require a letter of recommendation. Now, I believe the letters of recommendation are so important, Astrid. This year, we had someone who talked about the delicacies and the morsels, and explained how the cookies melted in your mouth. Like, he was very serious
Love
about this.
it.
And so that was the push to, let's get them into the next round, because we do it in 2 rounds. When we select businesses, the first round is your interview. We make sure you have your business plan is intact, that it's understandable, because our judges are going to go over it, and ask questions about it, as well as your letters of recommendation, your taxes, and your Florida LLC or Florida registration. So that's what we look for. And I think those things tell the story. If you have someone that's going to develop your business plan, make sure you are in contact with them and telling them, oh, I want to make sure we highlight this. So if you do anything like community service, and you work with other nonprofits or collaborate with other businesses, put that down in your business plan, because that's going to tell the story of who you are, and as well as what it is your company does. So yeah.
So that's super important. I love that you have mentioned that, Melanie, because many times if you are home, you need to pay attention and listen to what she's saying. Many times when we're starting a company, we do not believe in investing, registration, making the business official in
Yeah.
some biz if you are in Florida. We do not believe sometimes that it's important a website, but also biggest thing that I hear all the time is we sometimes do not believe on creating a business plan. And look what she's telling us. With those three things, you can apply if you live in Sarasota in to be able to participate in this beautiful program, Opportunities for All, where you can receive a grant to help push your business.
Yeah.
So those three things that sometimes we don't think, Melanie, that
Mhm.
they are important. Look how beneficial, how many benefits they bring to us for just doing it the right way.
Yeah.
Melanie, one thing that I need to ask you because I love
Mhm.
this. Number one, I love this program. The name Opportunities for All is something that touched me and I connect so much with it. But I want to know why you guys decided to create this. What was the motivation, the reason, the purpose behind it to create a chamber, to create something like that specifically for minorities?
So we were approached by the Charles and Marjorie Baranczyk Foundation uh, that is here in Sarasota. And they came because they wanted to do a program for minority businesses. Historically, uh, we have been a marginalized community. Through history, as we learned, there are issues with redlining. Uh, Banks wouldn't take, certain loans.
Totally.
The prejudices and racial issues that really affect minority-owned businesses is one of the reasons. But our amazing leader, Heather Caston, really believes in diversity of businesses.
Awesome.
With a diverse community of businesses, whether it's different types of people, cultures, it is important and it helps us thrive. In Sarasota and Manatee counties, we have a very large minority communities. One of those, especially within the Latino communities,
Hmm.
there is I want to say like a flea market. And oh my God, like walking into a place like that with so many people who have businesses and different types. And it's like the greater Sarasota needs to know about these businesses.
That's absolutely. I love that you're saying that because it's true. Many people do not know about all these great things that we do. And I love, and I gotta give you a high five, Melanie, for you and the chamber that many times we get stuck on the problem, right? We
Yeah.
say, okay, you got to face this. But I love that you actually decided to be part of the solution and take action. So that's why if you are in the area, if you are not, you're also welcome to learn about it. Perhaps you can initiate something where you are in your location where
Mhm.
there is a program like this, like
Yeah.
we talk about it. Melanie was telling us they have an opportunity for you to be able to earn a grant that you have to kind of fill out a form, be compliant for certain requirements that she told us. One of them, your website,
Mhm.
business plan, but also you were talking about the workshops,
Yeah.
Melanie. And I think that this is super important because I am a true believer that business grow with education, where we
Yeah.
continue growing on our knowledge, especially about what we do. Tell us a little bit about those workshops that you guys have, who can attend, how you can participate. Is only for members? Are you making it available for everyone?
Now, the workshops and the classes that we offer at the chamber, there is sometimes it's free to the whole community. Other times there's a member price and a non-member price, so it's open to the public. One of my favorite classes or workshops is the Shoemaker Chamber U. And during the Chamber U is when we bring in leaders in topics and industries to come in and share. Just recently, we had Chris Williamson from Agento, which is a
Wow.
marketing company, come in and talk to our members and non members about the AI system and just getting rid of some of the myths and the
That's
the
awesome.
questions about it. And he was really able to talk to and let the owners know these are some things you need to look out. These are some of my suggestions. And just to take away that element of fear for
Totally.
new
Of the
technology.
unknown.
Yeah, the unknown, and you're like, oh God, AI, and you think Terminator.
I love it.
It's
You're from my
not.
time. So I know
Yeah.
young people right now, you do not remember those many movies, but in our time, it was very popular. But I love it. I love it.
Yes.
And this is something that definitely you guys continue investing. And one of the things that I mean, number one, there is a reason why they won the, the Chamber of the Year 2024,
Yeah.
because you really are investing in the community, making a difference, and being part of what our community is experiencing, like what happened last year with the hurricane. It
Yeah.
was a challenging, but I love that I could see where you were actively communicating with the community, letting them know everything that was happening, all the help available, and everything that was pretty much to the hand reach.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even I saw that you got to the point where you help people, like send them, they could help fill out
Mhm.
the applications. I love that.
Yeah, we had the SBDC came and set up their big van at our location on Fruitville, and business owners and people were able to go directly into the van with help. They had those who spoke Spanish, they had an interpreter there. One of their members of the SBDC was there. We also had Scott Carpenter there. We
Wow.
sent out emails. I personally made phone calls just to let our members in our community know that, hey, we are all going through this, but these are the things that you can do. These are the grants, the loans, different community organizations who had different programs, like the Community Foundation. Like they set up a whole grant for restaurateurs who had been affected because we're a big tourist company, and a lot of our residents or businesses on Siesta Key, Lido Beach, Anna Maria Island, they were affected. So Community Foundation set up a grant for those workers to get some funds, because you're not able to work. And when you are not able to work, you're not able to put food on the table, pay bills. It becomes like
A challenge.
a challenge, very much so. So we are definitely about solutions, about community, but being the voice of businesses for Sarasota. Yeah.
That's why we're here, la voz de los negocios de Sarasota. But I
Yes.
like to play games. Are you ready to play one with
I'm
me?
ready. I'm
Okay.
ready.
So what about if we play a game about myths of
Ooh.
people, what they believe or do not believe about being part of a chamber?
Okay.
Are you ready to play?
I'm ready to play.
Okay, she doesn't know this, so be ready. These are the questions that we have heard before, so that's what we wanted to play.
Okay.
True or false? Perfect.
All right. Perfect.
Okay. The first statement that many people believe, chambers like Sarasota Chamber of Commerce are only for big businesses. True or false?
False. We love mom and pops, small businesses, anywhere from 1 to 200 employees. You don't have to be that big, and we're not going to focus all of our attention on just those big businesses. We have people set in place for every stage of your business that can really encourage you and get you to the point where you want to be.
So, see,
Yeah.
important that you know. Ready?
Mhm.
Next one. True or false? There are not benefits when it comes to growing your business when you become part of a chamber. True or false?
False.
She like false.
False. So false. One of the things, and I'm just going to give you a real example, so I can. We have a company that is in the nursing field. For the past 2.5 years, they have been struggling. After their chamber membership, when I tell you they have about 5 or 6, and they're at the point where they are having to say, I'm sorry, we don't have the capacity at this time. Give us some time and we'll be able to bring you on. And just So that is a real thing. People look for companies in a chamber because it's trusted and it's
Cool.
gonna grow.
Cool. So, see?
Yeah.
Next one?
Next one.
Okay. True or false?
Okay.
Networking events in the chambers or any chambers are social events. True or false?
True.
Like that.
It's true. Socially, that's where you're gonna connect. That's where you're gonna build relationships, and that is what's important. You want to build a relationship with the marketing people. You want to build relationships with the presidents and CEOs and the COOs and the accountants and the different media groups within Sarasota. That's how you're going to grow, is by the relationships you build. So yeah, be social.
You know, and it's funny because I was telling somebody they don't know this, but you know the big company or business owners, they do you know where they actually sign or close their biggest deals? In the golf course, meaning
Yeah.
socially. So
Socially.
networking events is okay that they are a little bit social, but I gotta give you a tip. I love going to the Sarasota Chamber of Commerce networking events because they have also structured those events where I love because I always learn something. You
Yeah.
always give the opportunity to somebody to talk about specific topic. So I think that I would say is a little bit of both because it's
Yeah.
social, but also you create it where you live with something.
Yeah, you leave with some educational elements.
Yes.
One of my favorite speakers is Jamie Marco, and she is phenomenal motivator, just giving you inside tips on how to network, to build this house,
Yeah.
is what she teaches, as well as the founder and owner of Boom Chick Pop,
Oh, I
which is
love
the
her.
popcorn. Oh my God. She came and I took notes and
Yes.
notes and notes. And then at our Women at Work is one of our signature events for women to network and to connect with each other. And Kim Richmond from 26 West talked about the imposter syndrome. That as you grow your business and you go into these different levels, it's like, is this really happening to me? Why is this a setup?
Totally.
But she gave us amazing information on facing that as women, as bosses and leaders in our community. So yes, social and educational. We make it fun.
Yes, I love it. So if you just got connected, do not worry. You didn't miss anything. You can go to any of our platforms, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, and you can check and learn everything that we have spoken with Melanie today. So don't worry. If you just connected, we are with an amazing woman, Melanie Lavender from the Sarasota Chamber of Commerce. I'm so excited I can even speak today. But she's talking about all these opportunities, and especially about this program that is Opportunities for All, that is created focused on the minorities to create opportunities. And the last question, true or false?
Okay,
Ready?
ready.
Okay. When it comes to becoming a member of the chamber, it only works for people who live in Sarasota County? True or
No.
false?
False. False. We have members that are in Manatee County. We have members that are in Charlotte County. It depends on who your audience is. Who are your customers? And whether you're in Sarasota or Manatee County, or even into Charlotte and St. Pete,
Cool.
it just depends.
So,
Yeah.
see, everyone is welcome.
Everyone.
Okay, so last game
Okay.
before we go. I'm going to tell you a word,
Mhm.
and you're going to tell us, based on the events coming up for 2025,
Okay.
which event do you recommend us to attend?
Okay.
Works?
It works. It
Okay.
works. Okay.
Ready? Okay. So when it comes to fun, what would be the event that you would like us to come?
Ooh, Party on the Bay.
Party on the Bay.
Party on the Bay.
Take notes.
Yes, that is going to be outside in February at the Powell Crosley Museum and Mansion. And when I tell you guys, I'm an artist. So when I am inspired by these beautiful sunsets, oh my goodness, it is pinks, blues, and then it comes with, adult beverages and food and tasting and just communicating and live music and just, oh my God, it is so fun. I love it. And it's classy.
So good. I like it. So
Yes.
you have a time to dress up, have fun,
Fun.
and enjoy
Yeah.
a beautiful environment. Cool. I like
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Okay, next word,
Mm-hmm.
professional growth.
Oh, chamber use, shoemaker chamber use. That is going to be where you're going to grow. You're going to get the latest information and you're going to connect. But the information and the education is definitely going to be in our chamber use.
I hope. If you
Yes.
don't know, don't worry. I'm gonna leave you here the website where you can check all these different events that they have, and actually you can see it on our screen, so you can connect and learn about all these different events.
Yes, ma'am.
The next word, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Melanie. Where we can connect with Melanie?
Oh, you can connect with Melanie at any event.
Huh?
You can email me, call me. My email is mlavender, and that's MLAVENDER at Sarasota Chamber. Again, that's mlavender at Sarasota Chamber. I'm also on our website at sarasotachamber.com. You can find me on Facebook at Melanie A. Lavender and get to know me and the OFA program. You can follow Opportunities for All. You're following me too at Sarasota Opportunities for All
That's
on
awesome.
Facebook as well as Instagram. So
Well,
yeah.
unfortunately, guys, I know you're having fun, but the time always runs out, especially when we have some amazing speakers and guests like today. Melanie, thank you so much for coming today and talking to us about this beautiful program, Opportunities for All, for also helping us get to know a little bit more about the Sarasota Chamber of Commerce and many myths that many times we don't know. And if you are a minority, if you are Hispanic, if you are my Hispanics right there, you need to connect and plug into these beautiful events that they have created and all these opportunities that you have done a great job creating, implementing, and being successful, creating successful stories that really tell us how the true intentions on all these programs and why you guys were nominated and actually won the Sarasota Chamber of Commerce in
Yeah.
2024. Thank you so much, Melanie, for being with us. Before we go, I would always like to open the mics for everyone who comes and visit us. What will be the message that you will leave to everyone that is in the area, Sarasota, Branson, St. Pete, that is connecting, that's starting their own business, that they have a dream, that 2025, they want to make it that year of their opportunity? What will be the message that you will give us?
The message that I want to give those business owners, that whether you're looking to start, you're in business, this is the most important decision, is creating your own story, telling that story of your business, whether it's a passion project, if you are just doing it just because you think this is where I'm supposed to be, don't give up. Connect with other business owners, get you a mentor, but do not give up because the world needs what you have. So yeah,
Oh, I
that's
love
my
that.
advice.
But the great thing, guys, you cannot miss our next show because every month you're going to be learning about all those beautiful stories that the chamber has contributed. And you're going to want to learn why they did what they did and why they were chosen, because they won the grants, right?
Yeah, they win the grants, and our grants go from, if you've been in business for 0 to 3 years, that's $5,000 that can
Yeah.
help you. If you've been in business 3 or more years, you could qualify for up to $10,000, and that it helps. It helps.
And we're going to get to know those stories. So you
Yeah.
cannot miss La Voz de los Negocios de Sarasota with the Sarasota Chamber of Commerce. Thank you again, Melanie. It was a pleasure having you here. You're more than welcome to come and tell us more. And every time you have a special event, send us the info so we can share with our audience.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Astrid, for having me here and for creating this amazing opportunity for so many. So I appreciate you and love the work that you're doing in the community. It inspires me. So, yeah.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.